little more faith in me than you do.
Well, give her 6 months as your wife.
You know what? I think he's just jealous. He wants you.
What's wrong?
Is it Emily?
No, relax. It's just me.
Ned is marrying Alexis.
And?
Oh, congratulations, you guys.
Thanks, sweetheart.
Thank you.
I canceled a patient for this.
You keep calling us home on these fake emergencies. One day you're going to need us. We won't be here.
Am I the only one who grasps that this is a disaster in the making?
What is the big deal? Ned's already been married 5 times.
Best wishes, by the way.
I appreciate that.
No,
Thanks.
wishes won't do it. Somebody has to intervene. Have you forgotten that this woman is a Cassadine?
Put a sock in it, Edward.
Edward, congratulate Alexis and Ned.
Yes, you've said your piece. We don't agree. So go ahead and do the decent thing.
Good luck.
Thank you.
You'll need it.
I think it's wonderful.
Who asked you?
Will you excuse me? I have to talk to Cook.
What did grandfather ever do to deserve you?
A marriage proposal was involved.
All right, name your price. What'll it take to keep you from making the biggest mistake of your
Oh,
life?
for heaven's sakes, Edward, put your checkbook away.
You're gonna embarrass yourself.
What do you know? You are just a child. And you two, you are to blame for her attitude.
Everybody agrees with her.
It's talking about you.
You were acceptable parents.
It has nothing to do with her parenting, all right? Alexis would still be married to me.
You are so out of your mind, grandfather.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, everybody agrees with her except you.
You were decent parents. With always trying to defend my actions.
I'm fed up.
What?
The press is here to interview Eddie and the Millennium Woman.
Oh, splendid. Now we'll have reporters hanging from all the trees, and they'll infest this house like a bunch of termites, just chewing up all of our privacy.
Actually, I invited them.
Ned, what possessed you?
It's a long story, but basically what I...
Well, hello, gentlemen. You're just in time for our happy announcement.
You're the grandfather?
That's right. Listen,
Edward
I invited you here.
Quatermaine. I am the proud patriarch of this brood. Gentlemen, allow me to present to you the future Mr. and Mrs. Edward Lawrence Ashton. Huh?
Actually, Ned and I have talked about it. We're planning to
Can you put your arm around your angel?
Sure. Smile, honey.
Ned and I are planning an extraordinary wedding.
I've been waiting for this woman all my life.
Yeah, so what color teddy?
That's hardly an appropriate question, young man.
Alexis will look stunning, as usual.
Thank you, honey.
You're actually planning to wear clothes?
Excuse me?
Well, yes.
They will be married in the finest of the Quartermaine tradition.
We'll be releasing pictures of Alexis in her wedding gown, of course.
Will you have a rose in your teeth?
We'll get back to you on
Any
that.
plans to stream the ceremony over the net?
We're thinking about that, actually.
The Quartermaines have always embraced the latest technology.
Are the Quartermaines ready for Eddie's angel?
We are delighted to have an of Miss Davis
Planning to
standing.
sleep around like the rest of the
That's
Quartermaines?
enough. This interview's over.
Does it bother you to be wife number 6?
I feel lucky that I finally found the right one.
Gentlemen, we appreciate your interest in the family, but I'm sorry, the
You're
tone of these
Dr.
questions
Monica
is...
Quartermaine?
My wife has nothing to do with this.
Didn't you have an affair with Ned Ashton?
And we have remained great friends all these years. Alexis and I are really looking forward to building our lives around
for
this.
sexual harassment?
My
like
wife
Doc?
has nothing to do with this.
How about we keep these questions focused on the wedding?
How about you get the hell out of here?
Reginald, be useful for one time.
Yeah, the Quartermaines have no further comments at this moment.
You're the publicist?
Yeah, I'm the publicist. Move on.
Any predictions on how long the
Angel,
marriage will last?
where's the honeymoon?
Will Eddie think he's in heaven?
Oh, I already am. Thank you.
Out!
You are trespassing.
We'll keep in touch,
Seeing all of you.
gentlemen.
I'm going to call
Reginald,
911. Excuse me.
I want you to get them off the property, and if they don't go, throw them off.
How would you suggest I do that?
Well, wait a minute. Don't pretend that you're helpless. I know damn well that you're capable of anything. And if you're really having trouble, call the gardener, because he's a terror with that weed whacker.
You know, I'm not the one who brought the press here. You know, I don't know why I have to do all this.
You're a servant, man, for the last time. We pay you to do what nobody else wants to.
You invited these people to my house?
What are you trying to prove?
They are vultures, every one of them.
And they're circling our home.
Is this what we have to look forward to?
Except for the sexual harassment question, I really think it went quite well.
Honey?
That
What?
That is so
What is
typical.
wrong with
What's the
you?
matter with you?
You've been standing too close to the speakers now.
Well, you better get used to it, folks, because this is only the beginning.
That's what you think.
If you think that I'm going to allow a repeat performance of this debacle...
Oh, you mean they're coming back?
How dare you invite anyone to my house?
Ned, come on.
I have.
Ridiculous.
I really think that you've totally lost your mind, Ned.
Stuart,
What's the matter with
you, Edward, I really...
What?
The strategy is simple.
Invite the press in to ruin us.
You're trying to destroy this family. That's your strategy?
Did you even consider the family, Ned?
You know what? The press makes me nervous.
Leave her alone, Edward.
They just do, okay?
What, you're afraid they'll find your boyfriend sneaking up that tree?
If we could just stay on the subject, please.
What tree?
I'm going to cut down that tree myself one of these days.
I actually learned the strategy from Grandfather.
Oh, that's supposed to make us feel better.
This ought to be good.
Would you let the man speak?
Did I miss something about the tree?
Never mind. Forget about it.
Really?
The idea is to fight fire with fire. If we want the press to lose interest in Alexis, we have to inundate them with publicity.
Oh, you never learned that from me, Ned. No.
What do you do when you want to take over a company? You flood the market with their product. The price plummets. I am merely flooding the market with media access.
Which devalues your opponent's product.
Exactly. The product being Eddie's Angel.
Okay, wait a minute. Ned, don't you think that's kind of unfair to Alexis?
What about us?
Yes, I never agreed to let the reporters in this house.
Well, none of us did.
Point taken. But I didn't expect any of you to be here today.
Told them about the sexual harassment suit.
Well, it wasn't exactly top secret, Monica.
What, did you send out a release about my fertility treatments, too?
What does that have to do with anything?
Because the whole town knows about it.
Excuse me. The subject at hand is our wedding.
I realize this really wasn't the best idea, but you see, we've tried everything else and it hasn't worked.
But you see, dear, you're turning your own wedding into a travesty. You really are.
You know, this is just going to humiliate the entire family.
You think so?
No. Nobody is going to be humiliated.
Why can't you learn to ignore that thing?
Because he's a doctor, Edward, you figure it out.
I have to go. It's a bureaucratic emergency.
You need help?
No, I'll take care of it.
Will you ever learn to delegate anything?
Ned, congratulations.
Thank you, Alan.
Marriage number 6. Well, at least you keep trying.
But Ned's just no good at being married, that's all.
Alexis, good luck.
Thank you.
Dad, can I have my allowance, please?
Oh, yeah. Listen, I gotta go. Here you go.
Oh, thank you.
Alan, did you even count the money you gave her?
Congratulations, you guys.
Hey, where are you going?
I'm going to meet Moana.
What about your curfew?
Bye.